Hello folks, it's good to be back. This is Mike, Mr. Typhoon Padua, and we are here again to our latest weather analysis. This is the weekend edition for today, last day of February, Saturday to Tuesday, February 28 to March 3, 2026, English version, brought to you by Typhoon 2000 and Naga College Foundation. If you want the Tagalog version, kung gusto niyo yung Tagalog version, just click on the link above here. Okay, and if you're watching via Facebook, just browse our postings for the Tagalog version. And this is also brought to you by Aboitiz Power and the local government of Naga City, headed by our Honorable Mayor Leno Cavedo and our Honorable Vice Mayor Gabi Bordado. So it looks like we are now moving into the start of the hot dry season, set to begin sometime the middle of March, and Pag-asa will be announcing later on the exact official start of the hot dry season, which will last until June. Okay, so prepare for higher heat indices. Okay, what we call as the heat stress nowadays. It's that's the new term that's being used, and we could see a temperature. The heat index temperatures rising to up to 52. Usually that's the maximum, and the lowest is 40 degrees. Okay, and then the Northeast Monsoon is still there, but starting to weaken. But there is still some surges we are expecting this month of March, probably during the first week of the month of March. Like the March 6, 7, 8, or 9, there will be another surge. But so far, it's decreasing. The rainfall amounts is no longer on the severe weather, but we could see another likely rainfall event, but it's still highly uncertain. Next weekend, okay, that will be March 7, 8, or 9 in the vicinity of northeastern Mindanao. So folks over Mindanao, we are going to watch this weather system if there will be another rain event brought about by possible intense easterlies or a low-level shear line. So we will keep you updated on that probably on our next update this Tuesday or Wednesday during the first few days of the month of March. So let's begin. Here's our graph sat, which we issued last night, and we could see multiple wind systems affecting our country. We have a usual easterlies over Batanes, Babuing, Cubao Islands, the coastal waters of extreme northern Luzon, and the area of Calabarzon, including Metro Manila. Those are easterly wind flow, and we have a northeasterly wind flow, northeasterlies or weak Amihan affecting Bicol region, Mimaropa, Visayas, and Mindanao. And in the coming days, this will be transformed into easterlies. We have a near equatorial trough here, which is likely to develop, okay, and become more active as it moves northward towards the area of Guam within the next 7 days. And there is still no tropical cyclone development, but a possibility of a low pressure system forming here south of Guam sometime next weekend. So folks over the northern Marianas who are watching our video, please take all necessary precautions for a possible rain event brought about by a possible low pressure or even a tropical cyclone. And here's the fast animation from the University of Wisconsin Tropical Cyclone page, Morai 9, and this is the area that we are going to observe for a possibility of a low pressure system forming south of Guam within the next 7 days. So based on the forecast, it will not affect our country, so we are safe when it comes to the tracking of this possible potential LPA. And so far, the Philippines is enjoying some cool, turning into hot, dry conditions with some lower chances of isolated showers, increasing at 50% of rainfall chances during the afternoon or evening over Mindanao. But so far, our latest fast animation from windy.com, this is the 6-hourly satellite loop. You can observe that Mindanao is only experiencing cloudy conditions. The chance of thunderstorms are slim or minimal, so there's nothing to worry about. Even here in the Bicol region, west of Luzon, Visayas are enjoying some very good weather, some breezy conditions from the northeast, northeast or northerly winds, and some high level to mid level cloudiness, which could bring some cloudy conditions to limit the amount of sunshine during today. And this will last for the next, I think, for the next 5 days. Okay. And for our latest on the wind forecast, including the pressure forecast so far, we have here a trough of low pressure. This is a surface, near equatorial surface trough to the southeast or east of Palau. So far over the Philippines, the usual easterlies over Batanes, northeasterly and northerly winds over Luzon, southern Luzon, Visayas, Mimaropa, and Mindanao will be more on variable winds over the inland areas as well as the inland areas of northern and central Luzon. And on Sunday, the winds here over Bicol will shift slightly from the east, and moving into Monday, Tuesday, it will be generally the same that way. But on March 4, we could see another surge of Northeast Monsoon affecting extreme northern Luzon, northern Cagayan, northern Ilocos Norte, Babuyan, and Batanes Group beginning Tuesday and Wednesday, March 3 and 4. And northeasterly wind flow, easterlies affecting the whole of the country. And on Friday, there will be another blast of monsoon moving into extreme northern parts of Luzon. And on Saturday, it will extend across northern Luzon. Okay, so the winds of the Northeast Monsoon is around up to 55 kph, gusting up to 60, the usual 30 to 60 kph. And on Saturday, it might extend across the eastern sections of Luzon down to the northern coastal waters of the Bicol region. And the rest of the country will remain northeasterlies. Okay, so that's those light northeasterly monsoonal flow during this first week of the month of March. And so far, that's our forecast for the next 1 week, 7 days. And if we take a look now on the days from Sunday, March 8 to March 14, or 8 to 14 days ahead, there might be a low pressure system forming here. Okay, based on what we are seeing here, that will be on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, March 10 to 12, but this is highly uncertain. Possible LPA forming in the vicinity of Palau or within the Philippine area responsibility, but it looks like as we look into the 14th day, that will be March 14, this LPA is likely to track, based on what we are seeing on the model, is towards this way, towards the area of Northern Marianas, Guam, and Saipan. Okay, so the forecast is still highly uncertain, so we are just focusing on the 7-day forecast since this is more than 2 weeks, more than 1 week, so 8 to 14 days. The probability of this forecast remains very low. Okay, and if we check on the American model, it also shows the same system here closer to Guam, likely becoming a tropical depression or tropical storm, moving towards the northern Marianas on March 13, 14, and 15. So that's the forecast of this potential LPA that could become a tropical cyclone if it continues to develop during day 8 to day 14. So March 8 to 14, there might be a low pressure system or tropical cyclone here. But this is an American model. Okay, the American model, and if we look at the European model, it's much closer here to our country, but still 500 kilometers to the east of Mindanao, so nothing to worry about. And what we are going to worry is the effect of the shear line connected within this potential LPA, but still far away from the projected forecast, highly uncertain, so nothing to worry about. If we take a look at the Google DeepMind AI of Google, it shows here that the formation of that LPA is likely also to become a tropical storm sometime March 10 to 12. But the location of the Google DeepMind is directly over Northern Marianas or Guam Saipan area. So that's the forecast of the Google DeepMind. So there's nothing to worry when it comes to the threat to our country. But we will observe for any instant changes on the forecast models. And let me guide you for the latest on how many tropical cyclones should we expect during the first and second quarter of 2026. This from DOST Pagasa based on the monthly average from 1948 to present. And you can see that the month of March is 0.3 when it comes to tropical cyclone formation. So there are years that the month of March is zero or just one tropical cyclone. So it says here 0 to 1, 0 or 1. April 0 1, then May it's beginning to increase 1 or 2, then June 1 or 2, then July 2 to 4, and August 2 to 4. So that's the possible forecast from Pagasa. We are expecting 6 to 14 tropical cyclones to form. We're still waiting for the forecast from the tropicalstormrisk.com on their annual forecast of tropical cyclones in the Western Pacific, which includes the Philippines. So right now we are here. Okay, the month of March shows possible cyclone passage either over Visayas, Mimaropa, or a curvature. Okay, but what we are seeing on that LPA that may form second week of the month of March, likely we could see a possible curvature, okay, when it comes to the potential system. Okay, now for the rain forecast for the next 7 days, it looks like those areas that will be experiencing some localized thunderstorms are over here over Oxygen and parts of Western Mindanao, Zamboanga Peninsula area. The rest are having some 50 to below 50% chances of rainfall. So it's gonna be generally dry. Okay, Monday, we expect again some localized thunderstorms over parts of Mindanao. On Tuesday, not much. Wednesday, increasing thunderstorm activity over southern and western Mindanao, including Davao. So much the rest of Mindanao will be experiencing some thunderstorm activity during the middle of next week, March 4 and 5. And then on the 6th, there's nothing here, just the usual chances of rainfall. And 7, we have here some easterlies moving into eastern Mindanao. Okay, so that's the forecast. Even the 24-hour rainfall accumulation forecast doesn't show anything for our country except this coming Saturday. Okay, March 7, there is an approaching easterlies, or maybe this will be the part of that LPA that may form somewhere in the vicinity of Palau. Okay, so we will keep you updated on that system as well. Now for the wave forecast for those fishermen watching our videos. Okay, so far for the next 5 days, the eastern side of the Philippine Sea, or the East Philippine Sea, will have light to moderate to at times rough seas of up to 2 meters here, and that will persist until Wednesday. And then on Wednesday evening, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we have another surge of the northeastern monsoon, northeasterly monsoonal flow These are wave heights of more than 2 meters up to 3 or 4 meters, particularly over Batanes, Babuyan, and Cubao Islands. The rest of the Philippine Sea will have wave heights of up to 3 meters. Also here over the farthest point of the West Philippine Sea, okay, more than 2.5 meters of wave heights. While over the central waters of our country, Visayan Sea, okay, Ragay Gulf, what else, Bohol Sea, Sulu Sea will have wave heights of come to 1 to up to 1 meter of wave heights, while over the West Philippine Sea it's also below 1 meter in wave heights. So this is gotta be suitable for fishing and sea travel if you're speaking of the West Philippine Sea and the central waters of our country. Okay, so far that's the latest for this weekend. We are again returning probably Tuesday or Wednesday for another update. This is Mike Padua saying have a great weekend ahead. Stay safe always, and thank you so much for watching our channel. God bless to all.